We're all familiar with the real estate market and how there is a buyer's advantage or a seller's advantage at any given time. That advantage shifts back and forth based on supply and demand and other economic factors. That same philosophy is true in the employment market. Sometimes we are in an employer's market where it is pretty easy to get and keep people. When times are tough for businesses, when we're in a recession, for example, that is when we can find talent and they don't tend to job hop near as much. On the other hand, we are sometimes in an employee's market. That happens when everybody is hiring. Now, if everyone's hiring, it means people have more options. And the lower the wages, the faster people can find a replacement job. Did you hear that? The lower the wages, the faster they can find a replacement job. This is why I see a lot of our clients have that 30, 60, 90-day turnover, or they may have somebody who walks in on day one and doesn't come back for day two. While other clients of ours that have more subject matter experts that are at a higher level of pay, they're seeing them walk out the door maybe after a year and a half or 2, 3, or 4 years when they really want to keep them a lot longer than that. So keep in mind that the market matters. There are lots of different factors as well as just who's hiring and who your competition is, which, by the way, keep in mind your employment competition is not just the companies like you. It's not just another healthcare provider down the street if you're a healthcare provider. Today, the young workforce is not only job hopping, they are career hopping. They are shifting back and forth around different industries, manufacturing, healthcare, construction. Who knows where they're going to go next? So we have to make sure we are creating a place where they want to work, where they want to come back tomorrow. Another thing that impacts the market is the accessibility of comparison information. It used to be years ago, you didn't know how much money your friends made. You didn't know how much people were paying at other companies or in other industries. And today, we can Google so much of that information. So a lot of your workers or your candidates, they're going to be Googling around all over the internet and looking at sites like Glassdoor.com or Indeed.com. They're going to be looking for comparison data about benefits, about whether it's a great place to work, whether they should even apply or not. So keep in mind that that access to the comparison information also is going to impact the number of candidates and applicants that you are getting for your organization. Now, another factor is LinkedIn. We didn't have an opportunity years and years ago to go poach people at all levels. Years ago, you had to use a headhunter. You would have to hire a recruiter to go in and find people, typically at a director level or above, and you would have that headhunter go find the talent and poach them from other positions. Now that we have LinkedIn, we can poach people of talent at any level. I even see folks who are interns or summer associates that are being contacted by the recruiters through LinkedIn to go to a different organization. If you have your staff being contacted via email or phone by recruiters to say, would you entertain a new opportunity? You better believe they're going to talk to that person if they are not happy where they are right now. Also, we have a huge shift in demographics and generational dynamics across the organization, and that also plays a role in the market and whether or not people are going to want to stay or go from your organization. So make sure that you and your management team understand the market and whether we are currently in an employee's market or an employer's market so that you have as much of the upper hand as possible.